Stop thinking before it completely destroys your memory. Imagine waking up one day and realizing you can't clearly remember the best moments of your life. The laughter of your loved ones feels distant. Important dates blur. You walk into a room and forget why you're there. Not because you're getting older, but because you've been slowly erasing your own mind with endless, exhausting thoughts. If that scares you, good. It should, because right now, overthinking isn't just stealing your peace. It's destroying your memory, your focus, and your future. Hello, friend. Welcome to this message that might just save your brain. Today, we're diving deep into a silent epidemic that almost no one talks about. How constant thinking and overthinking are literally damaging your ability to remember, to feel, and to live fully. My name is Mohammed Styb, and I've been there. I used to be the guy who replayed every conversation in my head at 2 a.m. The guy who analyzed every decision until it lost all meaning. The guy whose mind never shut up, until one day I noticed I was forgetting things I should never forget. Names, faces, beautiful moments. That's when I realized I wasn't just overthinking. I was destroying my memory. And if you're watching this, there's a very high chance you're doing the same thing right now. Let me ask you something honest. How many hours a day does your mind run without your permission? How often do you catch yourself spiraling over things that already happened or might never happen? How many nights have you lain awake, replaying the past or worrying about the future while your brain quietly paid the price? Science is now showing us something terrifying. Chronic overthinking and rumination don't just make you stressed. They physically shrink and damage the parts of your brain responsible for memory. The hippocampus, that beautiful, seahorse-shaped region that stores your life experiences, gets worn down by constant cortisol and mental noise. Every time you replay an argument, every time you worry about tomorrow, every time you scroll and compare your life to others, you're flooding your brain with stress chemicals that literally interfere with memory formation and recall. This is why so many young people today feel like they have brain fog, even in their 20s and 30s. It's not laziness. It's not lack of sleep alone. It's the constant noise in their heads destroying their mental clarity. I want you to think about the last time your mind was truly quiet. When was the last time you felt present, fully present, without 1,000 thoughts pulling you away? For most of us, it's been years. And that's the tragedy, because life is happening right now, in this moment. But we're missing it. We're trading real experiences and real memories for mental movies that don't even exist. Let me tell you a story. There was a brilliant young man named Alex. Top of his class, sharp memory, ambitious. But somewhere along the way, he started overthinking everything. Did I say the right thing in the meeting? What if I fail this project? Why didn't she reply yet? His mind became a prison of endless loops. Within 2 years, he started forgetting where he kept his keys, important deadlines, even conversations he had with his own mother. He went to doctors thinking he had early dementia. The diagnosis? Severe anxiety and chronic overthinking that had impaired his cognitive function. The scariest part? He was only 29. Alex's story is not rare. It's becoming normal. And if you don't stop it, it could become your story too. But here's the good news, and I want you to really hear this. Your brain has an incredible ability to heal. Memory can be restored. Clarity can return. Peace is possible, but only if you make one powerful decision today. But here's the good news, and I want you to really hear this. Your brain has an incredible ability to heal. Memory can be restored. Clarity can return. Peace is possible, but only if you make one powerful decision today. The decision to stop thinking so damn much. Not to stop thinking entirely, that's impossible. But to stop the unnecessary, toxic, repetitive thinking that's poisoning your mind. You see, your brain is not designed to run 24/7 like a broken machine. It needs rest. It needs silence. It needs space to process and store memories properly. When you constantly think, you're keeping your brain in fight or flight mode. And in that mode, memory consolidation simply doesn't happen effectively. That's why people who overthink often say, "I don't remember anything from last week," because their brain was too busy thinking to actually record life. So the big question is, how do we stop? How do we break free from this mental prison before it completely destroys what's left of our memory and peace? That's exactly what we're going to explore deeply in this script. But before we go into the practical solutions, I need you to feel the urgency. Close your eyes for a second And picture your life 5 years from now if nothing changes. You still overthink every decision. You still replay every mistake. Your memory keeps getting worse. You miss precious moments with family and friends because your mind is somewhere else. You feel mentally exhausted even after sleeping. And deep down, you know you're capable of so much more, but you're trapped in your own head. Now picture the opposite. You wake up with a calm mind. Memories come back easily and clearly. You're fully present with the people you love. Decisions feel lighter. Your brain feels sharp again. You finally feel free. Which future do you want? The painful truth is, no one is coming to save your mind. Not your friends, not your family, not even motivational videos. Only you can make the choice to protect what's left of your memory and reclaim your mental peace. And that choice starts with awareness. Right now, if you're still with me, I want you to do something powerful. Type, "I'm ready to stop" in the comments. Let this be your public declaration that you refuse to let overthinking destroy your memory any longer. Because this is not just another video. This is a turning point. In the next part of this message, we're going deep into the exact reasons why overthinking destroys memory, the shocking science behind it, real emotional stories of people who almost lost everything, and most importantly, the practical steps you can start using today to quiet your mind and bring your memory back to life. But before we continue, let me ask you one more time. Are you willing to fight for your mind? If yes, stay with me. The most important part is coming. Let's talk about what's really happening inside your head. Every single day, the average person has between 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts. But here's what most people don't know. A large percentage of those thoughts are repetitive. The same worries, the same regrets, the same what-ifs. Your brain is stuck on replay, and this constant mental noise has a devastating cost. Neuroscience now confirms that chronic overthinking increases cortisol levels dramatically. This stress hormone doesn't just make you anxious. It attacks the hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for forming new memories and retrieving old ones. Studies from leading universities show that people with high rumination patterns actually have a smaller hippocampus volume. In simple words, the more you overthink, the less space your brain has to store that foggy feeling you get. That moment when you can't recall what you did yesterday. That's not normal aging. That's memory degradation in real time that I've spoken to doctors and neuroscientists who say the same thing. We're seeing memory problems in people in their 20s and 30s at a rate never seen before. The number one hidden cause? Not phones. Not diet. It's the nonstop thinking. Let me share another powerful story with you. Sarah was a 34-year-old teacher and mother of 2. Everyone admired her energy and sharp mind. But behind the scenes, she was drowning in thoughts. Am I a good mother? Did I handle that parent meeting correctly? What if my husband loses his job? Her mind never rested. One day, she forgot to pick up her daughter from school. Not because she was busy. She was sitting at home overthinking a conversation from 3 days earlier. That incident broke her. She realized she was physically present but mentally absent from her own life. Her memory had become so fragmented that she started writing everything down out of fear. When Sarah finally decided to stop the mental madness, everything changed. She began practicing intentional silence, and within months her memory sharpened again. She could remember students' names, important dates, and most importantly, the little smiles on her children's faces. She got her life back. You might be thinking, that's a nice story, but it won't work for me. My situation is different. My thoughts are too strong. I understand that voice. I had it too. But let me tell you the truth that changed everything for me and for thousands of others. Your thoughts only have power because you give it to them. Every time you engage with a useless thought, you make it stronger. Every time you believe the lie that you need to think about this, you dig the hole deeper. But the moment you start observing your thoughts instead of becoming them, something magical happens. The noise begins to fade. This is not spirituality. This is brain science. When you create gaps between thoughts, your default mode network, the part that overthinks, calms down, and your memory centers can finally do their job properly. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Stopping overthinking is not easy. It's a fight, but it's a fight worth winning because on the other side is a clear mind, strong memory, a life you actually remember living. So how do we begin this transformation? First, you must understand the difference between thinking and overthinking. Normal thinking is purposeful. It solves problems. It creates plans. It happens when needed and then stops. Overthinking is compulsive. It repeats. It creates problems that don't exist. It never ends. And it always leaves you more confused than before. The key is learning to catch yourself in the act. The next time you notice your mind spinning, I want you to do this simple but powerful thing. Say stop out loud or in your mind, and immediately shift your attention to your breath or to your surroundings. This breaks the thought loop. It sounds too simple, right? But done consistently, this small action rewires your brain. Another powerful practice is thought dumping. Every morning or night, write down everything that's spinning in your head. Get it all out on paper. Once it's outside your mind, you'll be shocked how much lighter you feel. This single habit has helped many people reduce mental noise by 50% within weeks. We also need to talk about something uncomfortable, the addiction to thinking. Yes, addiction. Many of us are addicted to the drama in our heads. It makes us feel important, intelligent, or prepared, but it's costing us our peace and our memories. You have to fall in love with the present moment again, because the present is the only place where real memories are created. When you're fully here, eating, walking, talking to someone, your brain records it with high definition. When you're thinking, you record nothing. Right now, I want you to make a commitment. From today, you will protect your mind like you protect your phone's battery. You will not allow endless scrolling, endless worrying, or endless replaying of the past. You will choose presence over noise. This decision alone can begin healing your memory within days. In the final part of this script, I'm going to share the complete 7-step system I personally used and recommend to completely quiet the mind, rebuild memory, and create unbreakable mental clarity. These are not fluffy ideas. They are practical, battle-tested actions that deliver real results. But before we go there, I need to know you're still with me. If you're serious about saving your memory and taking back control of your mind, type "I choose clarity" in the comments right now. Let this be your moment of decision. Because the life you want, the sharp, peaceful, memorable life, is waiting on the other side of stop thinking. We're almost at the most important part. Stay with me. We've reached the most important section. This is where awareness turns into action. Here is the exact 7-step system that has helped thousands quiet their minds, heal their memory, and reclaim mental clarity. Follow these steps daily, and you will see real change faster than you expect. Step 1. The morning brain dump. Every single morning, before you touch your phone, take 5 to 7 minutes and write down every thought swirling in your head. Worries, plans, fears, to-dos, everything. Get it out of your mind and onto paper. This empties the mental cache and prevents rumination from taking over your entire day. Step 2. The stop and breathe rule. Create a new habit. Every time you catch yourself overthinking, say stop firmly and take 10 slow, deep breaths. Focus only on the feeling of air entering and leaving your body. This interrupts the thought spiral and activates your parasympathetic nervous system, reducing cortisol instantly. Step 3. Single task presence training. For the next 30 days, practice doing one thing at a time with full attention. When eating, just eat. When walking, just walk. When talking to someone, be fully there. No mental commentary. This trains your brain to stay present and starts rebuilding memory formation. Step 4. Digital sunset. Set a hard rule. No screens or social media 60 to 90 minutes before bed. This is crucial. The constant input at night keeps your brain in thinking mode when it should be consolidating memories. Replace scrolling with silence or light reading. Step 5. Memory revival walks. Take a 20-minute walk every day with zero purpose except noticing the world around you. Observe sounds, colors, smells, and sensations. This simple practice dramatically improves hippocampal function and creates new, strong memories. Step 6. Nightly gratitude closure. Before sleep, write down 3 things you're grateful for and 1 positive moment from the day. This shifts your brain from threat mode, overthinking, to safety mode, allowing deep memory consolidation during sleep. Step 7. Thought observation, the master key. Throughout the day, practice watching your thoughts like clouds passing in the sky. Don't fight them. Don't judge them. Just observe. Oh, there's worry again. This creates distance between you and your thoughts. The more you do this, the weaker the overthinking becomes. These 7 steps are not theory. They are your rescue plan. Start with just step 1 and step 2 today. Don't overwhelm yourself. Small, consistent actions destroy overthinking faster than big, sporadic efforts that I know it feels hard right now. I know your mind will resist. It will tell you that you need to keep thinking to stay safe or successful. That's a lie. The most successful and peaceful people I know are not the ones who think the most. They are the ones who think the most effectively and know when to stop. Your memory is not gone forever. Your clarity is not lost. Your peace is not unreachable. They are all waiting for you on the other side of silence to today. Make the decision. Not tomorrow. Not after this video ends. Right now. Decide that your mind belongs to you, not the other way around. Decide that you will protect your memory like the precious treasure it is. Decide that you deserve to live fully present. Remembering every beautiful chapter of your life. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind them. And that awareness is powerful beyond measured. If you stayed with me until the end, I'm truly proud of you. It shows you're serious about changing your life. Start the 7-step system today. Come back in 30 days and tell me in the comments how much sharper your mind feels and how many memories you've reclaimed. You've got this. The quiet, clear, beautiful version of your life is waiting. Now breathe deeply and let the unnecessary thoughts go. Thank you for watching. Stop thinking, start living, and protect your memory with everything you have. See you in a calmer, clearer mind.